Pat McAfee is honestly such an interesting dude. Not only does he just commentate like shit for WWE, just kidding, he's not that bad. He's all right, but him getting choked out by Gunther that one time was honestly like amazing because he was sucking ass in his last run while commentating. He it's like he wants to enter like the politic discussion or whatever, and then he just like pussies out, and it's kind of just getting frustrating at this point. I'm also starting to figure out that I say like a lot. My literature teacher would be so disappointed in me, so I'm gonna have that in check a little bit. So I might have like a few little pauses and that I might have to cut out. So basically, Pat McAfee had the main man himself, the one and only, my president, Donald J. Trump, on the show, on the Pat McAfee show. I think that's what it's called. I'm telling you, I'm not looking shit up. But anyways, I could honestly give zero shits about what exactly Trump said while he was talking to Pat McAfee. Actually, let me see what he said. Okay, I found a clip and he was talking about like the NILs. I think from what I remember, he was trying to get it like not basically, how do I explain it? He's not trying to get him to not pay. Look, I don't like Trump, but I'm an honest guy, okay? I don't think he's not trying to get him. I think he's just trying to point out how broken it is or whatever, and I guess I agree on that. But anyways, this is not a fucking support Trump shit. Fuck that! This is me laughing at Pat McAfee because it's just so horribly timed. All right, so Pat McAfee, he always acts oblivious whenever, like, you know, the topic of politics comes up. He's like, oh, yeah, no politic here, no politic here, no politic here. That's what he basically does. And then, you know, he runs around the other corner and brings on Donald fucking Trump on his show. And it's like, I've seen, like, the argument of people on Twitter, and it's like, and they've said something to the sentence of, oh, well, he didn't bring up anything political or whatever. But I'm just saying, all right, I'm going to pull the card. If Joe Biden, if Sleepy Joe did this or whatever, they would have hanged him. Literally, they would have crucified him. They would have put him on the cross. Like, genuinely. If Joe Biden did this, they'll be like, what the fuck? He's not sleeping? Yeah, I know. But yeah, and well, not only did Pat McAfee get backlash over this because, you know, he always says like, oh yeah, no politic here, no politic show or whatever, and then he acts a blit. He doesn't. I think it's the fact that people just, some people are just blessed in the world to be treated like golden retrievers in a sense, where, you know, I don't have to explain how the personality of a golden retriever is. A golden retriever is honestly probably one of the better types of dogs. But they're very clumsy. They're very idiotic. And that's basically what, like, people, when they look at Pat McAfee, that's what they think of. They think of, like, a golden, oblivious buffoon of a fucking human or whatever. But I don't think he's that oblivious. I think he knows what he's... Not even I think. I guarantee you. I'm willing to put my soul on it. He knows what he's doing. Why doesn't... It's like... It's bro, just come out and just support good old Donnie. Who cares? There's a new era. And here's the problem, because you like right after like stop saying like, holy shit. About a day later, there was like information that came out about Trump and his connection with fucking Jeffrey Epstein, and it ain't looking so good. He was calling Nancy Mace and Lauren Bobo for them to take out their votes for, what was it? I think it had to get to 218 so that the House can call for a vote to release the Epstein files. And the government was and while the government was shut down, they couldn't I guess, I don't know the exact word of it, but so I'm just gonna say it in football manager terminology. They couldn't register her into, like, you know, into being an actual member of the House. Does that make sense? Like a swearing in. There, that's what it is. They couldn't swear her in because of the government shutdown, and they swore her in, and she was saying for the longest that she would vote for it to, you know, so they could do the vote. And I think the vote is next week. So I guess officially on the record, we'll see. This is actually gonna be probably one of the funniest things ever, because it's I don't know how you, as a person that, I guess, that is, your political career depends on MAGA, on the Make America Great Again grift at this point. So I don't know how people are kind of fucked on this, because this, I mean, I don't know. I really have no idea how it's gonna go. It's just, I don't think people want to be put on the record for voting against releasing the files of the most notorious pedophile that ever. He's basically the LeBron of pedophiles, like literally. he was that good at it. He literally got out of jail because of, like, what's the Alex Acosta, or was it Bill Barr's dad? It's one of those two. But yeah, no, Trump has, everyone in the Trump administration has like a connection to fucking Jeffrey Epstein. And then there was this also, oh yeah, the emails were coming out about Jeffrey Epstein talking about Trump and all that. There's this one where I think it said to the sentence of Trump and Prince Andrew were meeting or something like that, and Jeffrey Epstein was just saying it was funny or whatever, and because, you know, the claims of Prince Andrew being a fucking pedophile, I think came out of Mar-a-Lago or whatever, or that's where the link came from, and people were saying, people are saying as of now, as of now that Jeffrey Epstein met with Donald Trump and Prince Andrew during like some UK meeting, because that's what he was referencing. But I don't see, now I hope I eat my words, because this will be probably the funniest update ever. I don't think Epstein and Trump ever met after, like, while he was president. Bullshit. Because when did that London thing happen? The UK thing. It happened in June. It happened in June. So 2 months later, Jeffrey Epstein was fucking dead. I think like 10 days later, he got arrested. But I don't think there was ever a meeting between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. I think that's just a crazy reach. I could be wrong though. I hope I'm wrong. It'd be another development into the Donald Trump has 9 lives story plot thing that I've just been keeping track of, because every single situation that I think Donald Trump is finally finished for or whatever, like what, the insurrection, when he had, I don't even have to explain the Capitol riot, basically. Now, actually, fun fact about this: during the 2024 election, I couldn't vote. My birthday is right after the election, and so yeah, I couldn't really vote after. It's too far away. But anyways, I had the bright idea, and I was fully committed for it. This was going to be probably one of the funniest things I've ever thought of. It had so much potential, but it all depended on Kamala winning. And I was, basically the idea was to go to the Capitol when they certified the 2024 election results if Kamala won, because I was like, there's probably gonna be so much shit happening. Not like, I don't think they would actually get inside again. I think they'd make sure of that, because no way they'll get in a second time, right? I was gonna go and like just record or whatever. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun. I was like $100 on the ticket and just come right the fuck back home. Shit came out about Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, and and Pat McAfee is just getting fucking intertwined in between all of it. He just horrendous luck, Pat McAfee. I'm sorry that they had to drop some emails on Trump, and you're like, yeah, I'm sorry. It's like there's only so many times you could just walk along the line until the universe finally says, all right, I've had enough. Just come out and support Trump, Pat McAfee. It's all right. Look at Overtime Megan. She even got one of like the fucking colorway MAGA hat. Oh my god, I forgot about this. But oh my god, the day Trump, Pat McAfee had Trump on the show on Veterans Day, and that is so fucking funny because Trump be saying some of the wildest shit about veterans. Not only on Veterans Day, not only the day that the majority of Americans fake giving a singular shit about people that sacrifice their mental health and physical health for us to say stupid shit, We For one day, Americans act like we care about them, because absolutely after Veterans Day, the next day, Americans don't give a fuck about the veterans. They're like, oh, you want money now? Spit on you. Go get a job, you bum. But yeah, anyways, Donald Trump has some funny comments about some veterans, especially about like John McCain or whatever. Basically, John McCain got captured as a prisoner, and Trump don't like losers. he don't like people that get captured. That's like, I remember when this shit dropped. I remember when this shit came out. It was so fucking funny. You know, if something has a Wikipedia page, you know it goes crazy. So basically, he was giving an interview or whatever, and he was talking about him giving money during John McCain's presidential campaign in 2008. Is that when Obama won the first term? I think it is 2008. 2008. And I guess the interviewer said he's a war hero, and Donald Trump said he's not a war hero, and Frank just responds, he's a war hero, and Donald Trump responds again, he's a war hero. Frank responds, 5.5 years in a prison camp, and Donald Trump says, he's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you. He's a war hero because he was captured, okay? And I believe perhaps he's a war hero, but right now he said some very bad things about a lot of people. So what I said is, John McCain, I disagree with him, and that these people aren't crazy. And I speak the truth. He graduated last in his class at Annapolis. Annapolis? How the fuck do you say that? I'm reading this Wikipedia page now. This dude actually, this thing happened on July 18th, 2015. And then the Wikipedia page says, following the incident, a 1999 interview between Trump and someone on 60 Minutes began to appear on Twitter and started trending or whatever. And that dude asked Donald Trump about John McCain's military service, and he had the same fucking mentality. He was captured. Does being captured make you a hero? I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, he's not, like, if there's one thing about Trump that I could respect, actually, I can't respect that, because he doesn't believe, like, a lot of the shit he says. Except, I think he truly just doesn't like losers. So I gotta respect him on that a little bit. It's just funny, man. And then when John McCain died, fucking Trump ain't go to his fucking funeral, which is that's my goat, bruh. God, such an orgy buffoon, but gosh, he brings out so many good moments. And then what's Trump planning to do next? I think I saw a tweet saying he's about to go like on a world tour. He's about to go on a tour around the country saying, guys, everything is okay. The country is not going to shit. My administration did not release the October job reports because those dirty Democrats broke the system. It's just, come on. Like, we're getting baby, like, we're getting baby excuses for things to not happen. Like, this country is going bad. This is crazy, bruh. Like, is this what it felt like when Richard Nixon did fucking Watergate, except Trump is doing so much shit every day that it might as well be a fucking Watergate level thing? Like, it's crazy. By the way, this is month 11, by the way, of the Trump second administration presidency. We're only in November. So we got 3 more years of this shit. Hopefully we survive.